This is a video on how to take manual payments into Flobot or reconcile payments that we have received from the customer. So we have our customer account here, Graham Norton. Here's the MTX number. We want to go to the charges section, which is here. We can see that we've already put a charge in, and that's basically something we did on another video. You just add it up here if you don't know, or do it from the quote to create charges. And now we're going to say two things here. We might say, look, first of all, let's say this job hasn't taken place, but we want to take a deposit for it. So we would probably have found in here that there'd be a deposit amount of, say, £600. And if that was the case, I would go and record a payment. So I'm saying here that, you know, I haven't got a payment gateway in here. I want to say that they paid the money in by BACS on this date or another date. So to do that, I just submit that, and it's going to now tell me that £600 has been taken into the account, and the deposit's fine. So I can go off and do some stuff. I might want to change my stage here now to deposit received and start my work process, but that's the workflow is part of another video. So great, absolutely fine, no problem at all. The second option we might have is to take a card payment. So we might have a payment gateway built in here with Flobot, which we use SagePay for, and you'll need a merchant account, but you'll have gone through this already if you're watching this video. In which case we can take this manually, so it might be on the telephone, directly into Flobot, so we don't have to reconcile it. So to do that, as you saw, you just click the Take Payment tab. Now you've got two choices: pre-authorization or charge. You're always going to pretty much use charge, but the pre-authorization tab, I'll explain what it is. Imagine I want to take £600 deposit into the system, but the total bill is 1,200, and I think, do you know what, this guy's a bit iffy. I don't think he's got the money, so I'm going to use what's called a pre-authorization. So I can actually pre-authorize the amount for 1,200 or another 600, and that is just going to ring fence that money in his account for us when we've done the job, so he can't spend it, and it looks kind of like he's been charged for it, but in actual fact he or her hasn't. So you might want to have a think about that before you do it, but that's what it's for. And then basically it's fairly straightforward, as you imagine. Card type, name printed on card, blah blah blah, card number, start date, expiry date, issue number if they got it, and a CVV number, and then you process it, and then it will tell you that it's been processed or not. So that's not rocket science. I won't cover that one off because this is a demo account and don't actually have a card in there anyway. But there's a couple of other options as we've covered off. Recording other payments, you've got options for BACS here, card, manual entry. If you've got, say, a handheld terminal, you might want to put it in there and reconcile it. Check, cash, as you might imagine. So that's pretty straightforward. Now the only other thing you might find is that sometimes this is all kind of done for you, because if you're using the automation module, it automatically sends out invoices, links and so on and so forth to your customer, and they've probably already paid online. So this is just a video for doing this manually, and this is the end of this video.